do they trade the currencies or they just talk about them?
They just talk
I mean, I'm
about
serious,
both.
like travel the world.
I mean, you can trade electronically anywhere, Dan. Get with
Yeah,
it.
that's true. From the M bar on top of the Mandarin Oriental. Here's the deal. I actually think, I think that regulation, I think it's too early to say that we're probably done near term. I think that while that comment caused a short squeeze, I think you're going to see, I think it's probably sell the rally sort of situation here. And Guy's point about this was below, what, 1,500 a year ago, this thing has lower lows. And it's not going to turn around until it really capitulates. So to my eye, that October breakout at 5,000 is probably the next stop on the downside.
Look, we may have lower lows until we hear what investors want to hear on regulation on that front. But I look at it and say what Facebook, what Google did essentially by coming out and saying we're not going to allow them to advertise on the platform, the fraudulent ones and the ones that are deemed good ones. To me, that's very defensive, in my opinion, because these are disruptive technologies that are going after the disruptors. So the Googles, the Facebooks of the world, all these companies are going to be attacked by a lot of these ICOs that are coming out, a lot of these coins. So I look at it and say them not advertising is a very telling sign to me. This technology is real, and it's going to be here for a long time.
Great point to bring up, and this is something I've been preaching on this channel, where a lot of big dominant monopolies, whether it's banking monopolies, whether it's Facebook, Amazon, cryptocurrencies is a threat to their monopoly and dominance of the market. If you have ways to raise capital without having to go through the investment banking route and the traditional banking models, it's gonna make it easier for competition. And if you're Google, if you're Facebook, if you're Amazon, competition, I mean, that's how you've become so powerful, is you do a really good job of putting the going for the jugular and preventing competition from growing. So that's a great question and point to bring up, is that are they really going to want this technology, this disruptive technology, to continue? Or is there an interest to try to put a lid on it? Now, I don't see the government banning it, although there's a lot of powerful people that may not want cryptos. Unfortunately, it's kind of the toothpaste out of the tube. It's been let out, and no one wants to fall behind. Even China, who, obviously they banned ICOs, they're looking to regulate it. They're not going to look to ban it completely because they don't want to be left behind. No one wants to lose out or miss out on this technology. So I don't see any long-term bans. I do see regulations. I do see governments wanting to get money out of this new technology. And the best news, and if you go through this channel you can see it, is that you got big companies like Goldman Sachs putting in money into exchanges. When I saw that news, I am more than confident now that Goldman and some of these big players have their money invested in this cryptocurrency market. I'm not worried about regulators, and time will tell. And another good point I want you guys to look at is that really we didn't have this ridiculous growth until Bitcoin went over $5,000. So is it something that it might have to go back down to? Because I know so far, if you look at this chart right here, I mean, it's been pretty bad. I mean, we had our all-time high right here, and obviously the last dip didn't go as low as the February dip, but it looks like we're coming on recovery. But does it need to, I mean, has this bear market actually over with, or does Bitcoin really need to hit 5,000 before it actually recovers? For me, I have a good amount of capital I've set aside, so I'm just going to continue to buy the dip. If it does keep going down, I have money to continue to buy. And if you are looking to get into this market, I would definitely keep a good cash position, because if it does go down, if cryptos go down another, because we haven't gone under the 200 billion market cap, but there is a possibility that we go under 200 billion. If that happens, you got to have some money to be able to buy these dips. So that's how I'm playing it. Now, I already have a good amount of cryptocurrency, so even if this dip is over and it goes back on a bull run, I'm sitting on a good amount of crypto, where hopefully if it hits that $1 trillion market cap, I'll be more than happy with my investment. But let me know what you guys think. I see the issues with cryptocurrency, but I'm still buying this dip, and I'm still bullish long term. And if you do have a chance, go through this channel. I have a lot of good information to kind of help educate you. And for the most part. Stay away. This ban for ads is kind of good because I do see a lot of scammy, learn how to invest in cryptocurrency and just a lot of scammy products. You don't need any of that. I promise to keep this channel completely free. I don't need to sell anything to my audience. If you do have a chance, I have a video on my background and my profile. So I plan on keeping everything free here and just bring you good information and bring up your comments as well, and we can talk about it and discuss it and see what's going to happen. But definitely, I think this is a great way to learn. Cryptocurrencies are a great way to learn, and I'm not going to charge you anything. And hopefully, whoever you're following or whatever you're doing on YouTube, don't waste your money. Use that money to buy more crypto on these dips. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't had a chance, please subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys soon.